أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم اجعل لنا صعب سهلا ولا تجعل سهل صعبا لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله أيها الإخوة في الله والأخوات أرحب بكم بتحية إسلامية طيبة قائلا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My respected brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to our new topic under the science of morphology, one of the two sciences needed to assimilate and understand the book of Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the understanding and assimilation easy for each and every one of us and make us benefit from the richest language, al-lugha al-arabiyya, in this dunya and in the akhirah. Now, so this is the new topic, tasriful af'al wal asma. Tasriful af'al wal asma. So tasrif, by now I believe we should all know what tasrif is all about and the meaning, the literal meaning of this tasrif. Because I've explained in the overview we've done earlier. I've explained the meaning of tasrif, the definition, the technical meaning, and the literal meaning. I've explained it. So basically, tasrif, it means changing. It means changing something from one position to the other. It means changing something. And what is that thing we are changing? We are changing the pattern. We are changing the form of that thing. Changing the pattern of fa'ala to what? To yaf'alu. Yaf'alu. Fa'ala now, it has a meaning, right? So when we change it to yaf'alu, we change what? We change the pattern by adding yaw to this one, giving this fa sukun, and giving this lam dhamma. We change the pattern. So changing the pattern of something, changing it from one form to another. So in English we call it morphology. Morphology, that is when you morph something. When you morph something means you change it, you change that thing to another form. You change it to another form. That's why it's called morphology in English. And we can also call it, it's also called conjugation. Conjugation, it also means changing, forming something from another. So that is what tasrif means basically. So now tasriful af'al is now what? Conjugation of verbs. Conjugation of what? Verbs. Al-af'al is the plural form of fi'l. Fi'lun. Fi'lun. So af'al is the plural, is the jam'u of fi'l. Conjugation of verbs, while asma and nouns. Conjugation of verb and noun. So this one is jam'u of ismu. So the plural of ismu is what? Is asma. Is asma. Is asma. So the topic is going to tell us how to conjugate verb, how to change it from one form to the other, how to change names, how to conjugate noun from one pattern to another pattern. Now ask yourself, are these two things, this af'al wal asma, can they be conjugated the same way? Can we conjugate them the same way? Can we change verb the same pattern we are changing now? No. There is a specialized way of changing verb, and there is specialized way of changing noun. So let's look at that. Let's look at it. Now, mal murad bi sarf al fi'l. What do we mean by sarf al fi'l? This kalma, sarf al fi'l. So what does it mean? What do we mean by that? What do you understand by it? So sarf al fi'l, changing of verb. So what do we mean by it? When we say sarf al fi'l, what do we understand by that? That is, how can we change verb? How can we conjugate a verb? So for sarf al fi'l, conjugation of verb, conjugation of fi'l of verb, huwa naqluhu, is the act of changing it, changing that verb, min al madi, from madi, from the past tense, ila al mudari, to mudari, the present tense verb, wa ila al amr, and to imperative. Madi is the past tense verb, mudari is the present tense verb, and the amr is what? Is the imperative verb. It is imperative. So we are not going to look at all these terms. Really, we are not going to look at them because we still have a specific topic for them on the go later on. Al-Madi, Madi. We are changing this Madi verb. This verb, we are changing it from being a past tense to what? To a present tense. To present tense. So this is what we mean by conjugation of verb. And from the present tense, also we change the pattern also to what? To imperative. You can see this jalasa, jim, we have lam, we have sin. So this jalasa, when we want to conjugate it, we conjugate it by changing the pattern. We add ya to it, which is one of the ahruf al mudari. We are going to do that also. We add ya to it. You can see ya here. Then all other letters remain the same. The jim is still there. The lam is still there. The sin is still there. So we change it. We change the verb from madi to mudari, and from mudari to what? To imperative, to amr. So this is what we mean by tasriful fi'l. If you want to change any verb, if you want to change, maybe I ordered you, I request from you to change the following verb. That is sarif al-af'al al-atiya. Change the following verb. So that sarif that I mentioned, what do I mean by that sarif? I mean by it that you should change those verbs from madi to mudari to amr, because that is how verbs are changed. There are still some other classification of changing verb, that is changing it to other things. You still have ma'lum, you still have majhul, and the likes. So these are the basic ones for this level. So we change verb min al madi, from madi to what? To mudari. From mudari also to what? To amr. From mudari to amr. So jalasa, changing jalasa verb now from the past tense to what? To mudari. Yajlisu, jalasa is sat. Yajlisu is sits, or is sitting. Then ijlis, sit there. So rakiba, to climb. Rakiba, to he climbed, rather. He climbed, because it's in the muddy form now, the past tense verb. So he climbed. So yarkabu, he is climbing, or he climbs. So yarkabu, irkab, climb. So you can see how we are changing it. We are conjugating it from one form to another form. So that is what morphology is all about. So when we are talking about sarful fi'l now specifically, We are talking about sorfuhu, nakluhu. This is the specific word, the main word we have to know. Who are nakluhu is the act of changing it. Min al madi, from madi to mudari, from mudari to amr. So that is what we mean by changing of verb. So ba'uda means to be far. So ba'uda, we change it from ba'uda to yab'udu, and from yab'udu is to what? To ub'ud. To ub'ud. So this is how we change verb. So let's look at how we change now. So but murad bisolfil is bisolfil ismi. So what do we mean by solful ismi? Solful ismi. What do we mean by solful ismi? Conjugation of noun. I want to conjugate now. Are we still going to conjugate it by changing it from madi to mudari, from mudari to amr? No, that's absolutely wrong. Because noun is not an action word. So you cannot see a present tense of noun, past tense of noun, or action imperative of noun. So we change noun in a different way. So with a different pattern. So when we talk about changing conjugation of noun, we conjugate noun. Sorful ismi. Conjugation of noun. Huwa nakluhu. Huwa is nakluhu. Changing that noun. That how. This how here. This how is going back to what? To now. To ismu. Huwa nakluhu is the changing of that noun. Min al mufrad. From mufrad. So this mina. It indicates that you are changing it from one word. Then from this one word, we conjugate it to different words. We conjugate musanna, to jamu, to nisba, to tasgir, and to some other words also that are not mentioned here. So we are not clue. This minal mufrad, this mufrad here is the root word. From which we get other words by changing the pattern of that root word. This mufrad is what we are going to change to get many different words as possible. So we change this root word, this mufrad. Mufrad is the root word. So mufrad means what? Mufrad means singular. So we change it from the singular form. We change name. We don't change name. We don't change noun from madi. Like the case of verb. So if you change noun from madi, you are wrong, and it's not possible for you to change noun from madi. You change it from what? From mufrad. From mufrad to what? To musanna. To dual. You change now from mufrad to musanna to dual. And also you change it from that dual to what? To jamu. To plural. And changing it from plural again to nisba. You can see how we conjugate. So we change it from jamu, from plural to nisba. Plural and nisba means ascribing, assigning something to another thing, attributing something to another thing. So let me for example now, me ascribing Misra, ascribing Misra to the person that comes from Egypt. Are you getting it? I will not call the person what? Misri. Al-Misri. Al-Misri. So it's ascribing, I'm attributing that country to that person. So it's called nisba. So checking it from jamu, we are still going to talk about the nisba in this science. We are still going to talk about it very well. But here is just a tip. So don't be puzzled and don't be in a hurry. We are still going to do it. Just know it's all about ascribing, attributing something to a thing. So ila nisba to attributing, ila nisba to ascribing, wa ila nisba to tasgir. and also changing it from nisba to tasgir. What does tasgir mean? Tasgir means reducing a form or significance, reducing a form of significance of something. Like now, I want to reduce the form of a mountain. Like a mountain is very big now. A mountain have big mountain that are big. So I want to reduce the form that the mountain is not big. I will just reduce it with a form, with a pattern. What's the Arabic name of mountain in Arabic is called Jabal. Jabal. Jabalun. So now if I want to reduce the form, that I want to say small mountain, that is the mountain is small, I will now say what? I will say Jubail. Jubail. Jubailun, that is small mountain. I'm reducing the what is it called? I'm reducing the form of that thing. I'm reducing. So also I can reduce the significance of something also. So tasgir is like changing, like belittling. You belittle something, that this thing is nothing. Like rajul now. Rajul means a man, right? Rajulun means a man. So you want to reduce the significance of that man. Is this a man? This is not a man, man. This is a boy. Things like that. So you now say what? Rujail. Rujailun. 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 So I'm reducing the significance of that man. That is, I'm saying this one is not a man. He's not capable to be a man. It's Rujail. He's a small man. Are you getting a small man? So there is a pattern. There's a pattern for this. When we get to that topic, we are going to explain and expatiate on it. But the general pattern, the pattern you need to know at this stage is just fu'ail. Fu'ail. Tasgir fu'ail. Fu'ailun. So it's under this pattern, under this template, we are going to be doing our tasgir. There are still some other patterns. We have 3 patterns. This is one of it. Just know this and leave the other 2. You are still going to learn it, inshallah. So fu'ail is one of the pattern. So you can see now, this is a pattern for fu'ail. Then we can say rujail, small man. You can say jubail, little or small jabal, small mountain, and things like that. So you can see how noun are conjugated. How we can conjugate now. We conjugate now from mufrad to musanna, from musanna to jam'u, from jam'u to nisba, from nisba to tasgir. So that's how we conjugate now. So if I ask you now, mal murad bi sarf al-ismi aw bi tasrif al-ism, تقول, we say فصرف الاسم ونقله من المفرد إلى المثنى وإلى المثنى ومن المثنى إلى الجمع وإلى النسبة وإلى التسجيل. So that's how you conjugate a noun. I want you to know that even from one of these, let's assume you know the jamu, you know the plural of a noun, you know the plural, but you don't know the noun. You can still get the noun when you know how to go about the pattern. When you know how to go about the pattern. For kilab now, let me use this now. Let me say buyut. Buyutun. Buyut means what? Houses. It's the jamu of house. Buyut. Buyutun. It's the jamu of house. So from this buyut now, if you are very good in in word formation, you can get the mufrad, the singular form of this buyut. You know this buyut is jamu, is the plural, right? So you can get the mufrad from it by taking it back to what? To the mufrad, and you can get that the mufrad is what? Is bait. You are still going to do it, inshallah. Just with patience. So bait means a house. Then you can get the musanna to the dual. Then that is what baitan. Then this is buyut. Buyut. Are you getting it? So you can get the nisba, also you can get tasgir. So that is that. So let's look at the examples here. Mufrad. From mufrad, don't forget, from mufrad to musanna, from musanna to jam'u, from jam'u to nisba, from nisba to tasgir. So that is what we mean by tasriful lismi aw sorfi lism. So kelbun means a dog, right? Kelbun, a dog. We change it from this mufrad case to what? To dual case. Kelban now means what? 2 dogs. Then kilab, dogs, plural of kelb. So kelbiyun. So attributing kelbu to someone, to something. That is, when maybe you like, the person likes dog a lot, like taking dog all around and playing with dog, you can say kelbiyun, dog man or dog bird. I think the person that likes dog or is rearing dog and things like that. So we are attributing dog to the person. So it's called nisba. So kulayb means little dog, like puppy. So kulayb, you can see we have reduced the form of that dog. There, we have reduced the form of the dog. So that's that. So also kolamun means a pen. Only one pen. That is singular form of the noun. Then to the dual now, to dual kolaman. Let me mention this. When we want to change something from mufrad to musanna, we have to add alif and nun to it. Alif and nun. We add alif and nun to the singular form, to this form. Kolamun, by not changing or reducing or increasing it by any letter. Note, it's very important. You just bring the word column. You bring the word column here, then you add what? Alif and nun to it, and change this domatan to what? To fatha. It becomes what? Kolamani, and give this one kesra. Kolamani. So in the case of Muslim now, Muslim, okay, let's do it, because some people always get lost here and be doing other things. So Muslim, if you want to change this Muslim now, a Muslim to Muslim dual, we now say what? We write that Muslim without adding anything or reducing, removing any letter from it. So you can say Muslim. So we now add alif and nun to it. Alif and what? And nun. You can see now it becomes what? Muslimani, by the addition of alif and nun. Don't forget, this is the normal word Muslim. We now add this one, alif and nun, to become 2 Muslims, dual. So in the case of muslimatun, you can see this one is feminine, right? It's feminine. So in the case of this one, we write that muslimatun in full. Note the reason why I mention in full, because some people always assume the ta is not there. Like Anna Muslima. They have do the half of that ta. That is why I always advise my students to be like mentioning the last letter and what the last letter is taking. If you are in the class, try to mention the last letter. That is muslimatun, Anna muslimatun. Don't say Anna muslima. We know it's good to do hasf, that is doing the hasf of the last letter, or waqf, because we want to stop there. You can remove by not calling this star, like saying Anna muslima. Hope you get. So, but in the class, try to mention it, and with the sign. Is it fatha? Is it muslimatan? Is it muslimatun? Is it muslimatin? We want to know whether you know it or not. So don't keep yourself. Let's know whether you know it or not. So Anna Muslima. So that is what lead them to saying Anna like two females now. They will now say Nahanu Muslimani, by adding, because they forgotten that ta is there. They forgot that ta is there because of the way they are calling Anna Muslima and Anna Muslima. They are feminine. They are female. They are female. They are supposed to be Anna Muslimatun. And by saying Anna Muslimatun, they will be able to remember that alif and ta, alif and nun is there. The ta is there whenever they want to do the dual form of the kelma. So they will now be saying ana musliman, ana musliman, and nahanu rather, nahanu muslimani, because they've forgotten that this ta is there. They are very wrong. They are supposed to bring the ta back. The ta is relevant because it's part of the singular word. So it's relevant. You have to make use of it. You are not adding or removing any letter from it. So you have to say ana muslimatan. Nahanu muslimatan rather. We are Muslims. We both. We dual. Don't forget. We are muslimatan. Sorry. Muslimatani. Muslimatan. You can see the ta is there. This one is right. Nahanu muslimatan as dua of muslima, and musliman is wrong. Musliman is dua of muslim. So don't forget, whenever you are seeing any feminine name, make sure you call it in full, or you write it in full before adding the alif and nun to it. So I've mentioned that. So that is that on dua. Kolamun change to kolaman, 2 pens. So to aklam, pens, the plural. So to kolamiyun, penman. So to kuleimun, small pen. You can see how soft works now. So from one word, you can see we are deriving, we are getting by conjugating the form of that single word. Okay, so it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So in case of masjid now, masjid, a mosque, masjidani, 2 mosques. The dual form of masjid, masajid, mosques. So mosque. So the jamu of mosque is what? Masajid. So masajid to nisba now. To nisba is what? To nisba is masjidiyun, mosque man. Maybe the person is always going to the mosque also. So from masajid to musayjid, small mosque. There is no small mosque. All mosques are big. Because we are treating loga, we are treating principles, so we have to mention it. So musayjid, small mosque. Though there is no small mosque. Now, so that is that on sorful af'al wal asma. May Allah is the understanding and make it beneficial for us in dunya wal akhirah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.